Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths, many victims of narcissistic abuse have done this. They've pleaded and begged for the narcissist to return back to their lives. They've pleaded and pleaded with them, and it's fallen on deaf ears. They're ignoring you. They're not responding. They're blocking you, or they're not responding. Whatever's happening, right? You've got to understand this happens. This happens a lot of the times prior to awakening. The victims find themselves not fully awakened yet, and the narcissist cuts them off or gives them silent treatment, and it makes the victim start acting irrationally, reaching out desperately, pleading and begging for them back. And it results in the narcissist ignoring you. But before I get further into that, I want to bring to your attention about the upcoming empath group meeting on the 30th of this month. I'd love for you to be there. It's a great opportunity for you to meet fellow like-minded empaths, perhaps exchange business cards or social media, stay in contact with each other, build some friendships. Also, just have a chance to talk about your story and just connect with fellow like-minded empaths. Only if you're comfortable to share contact details with each other, and then, your social media or business cards, and then do so. But even if not, it's a good chance to meet and speak and connect with fellow like-minded empaths. Also, I'm back running one-to-one sessions. So if you want a more personal touch to your experience and for me to shed some light on your situation, you can always book a one-to-one session with me. And lastly, if you're a bit introverted, because I'm very introverted myself, I understand you not wanting to be on a video call. For example, in the group session or in a one-to-one session, you don't really fancy a video call. You can always reach out for the crisis email support. The link for all of these things I've mentioned are in the description box. But getting back to the video, like I said, many victims of narcissistic abuse have done this. They've begged, they've pleaded for this narcissist to be back in their lives, right? And the narcissist ignores you. What you need to know, first and foremost, is this narcissist has coerced you and manipulated you to be in this position of desperation. And how they've done this is throughout the relationship, they study you, right? They study you. They might have gone silent for 5 minutes. They might have gone silent for half a day on you during the relationship. They might have gone silent on you for a week. And during this time, they saw that you don't respond well to them initiating silence on you, to them ghosting you, or to them, giving you the cold shoulder, right? In any of these versions of events, whether it was a day, a week, or whatever, right? They just gave you a small portion of that. And what they realized is you had resilience in you. They couldn't manipulate you the way they wanted to manipulate you. So they conjured up in their minds a plan, which is to leave you isolated, right? They probably isolated you from friends. They probably isolated you from family during the relationship. They made you just focus on them. And during these small periods of when they done this silent treatment on you, or ignoring you, or stonewalling you, or whatever they done, they realize that they get a lot more supply from you by doing so, rather than them speaking words to you. So that's why I'm telling you, if you have reached out, if you have begged, if you have pleaded, it's okay. They knew you were going to do this. They're not, as much as I call them dusty weirdos and despicable creatures, they are clever enough to work out or not clever, but they're smart, and they know enough to know how you're going to respond if they give you the full-on ghosting, silent treatment, ignoring you, stonewalling you. They knew how you were going to respond. They had enough data in their database to know that you're going to reach out desperately, right? It's a coercive plan. It's a deliberate attack, right? They knew you were going to do this. So I don't want you tearing yourself up thinking, oh, God, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I don't want you tearing yourself up about that, right? First and foremost, they knew you were going to do this. It's the reason why they're stonewalling you. It's the reason why they're ignoring you. Because they knew you were going to act in this way. They done temperament checkers along the way. They saw you don't respond well to silence or being ignored. And they realized that if they push you further away, they're going to get more supply from you and get you to be the person who they want you to be. If they spoke words to you or tried to communicate with you to try and make you be this way, it wouldn't have worked. They knew that enough about you. So they realized the best option for them is to push you away. In some circumstances, they may rush on with a new supply to make you jealous and ignore you. They may do these things, right? What you need to do, right, if you've begged for the narcissist back and they've ignored you, is stop. From this moment onwards, do not reach out to them. Do not text them. Do not phone them. Do not contact them on social media. Do not make posts about them. Do not make posts about your healing journey. Do not make posts about anything, right? Do not do nothing. Okay? This narcissist involved in your life thinks you won't stop. Also, they need you not to stop. How can I put that better? They need you to continue on, begging and pleading. You know, okay, you begged and pleaded for a moment. That's okay. That's the good nature in you. It's prior to awakening. Don't beat yourself up about it. You know? You know, it's not... They knew they put you in that position of vulnerability. They knew you were going to plead and beg. They knew that. Right? But what you've got to understand is the best thing you can do now. I'm not telling you this to repair the relationship. I'm telling you this that if you give them time away from you, right? Silence. You go silent. You stop communicating with them. You stop reaching out to them. And you leave them alone. Because that's what they're making out they want, right? They're ignoring you. They're telling you not to contact them. You know? They're being horrible and mean. They're lying through their teeth. They love you contacting them. Right? You know, even these narcissists that block you. You know when they block you on your phone? I don't know how this works. I'm not exactly well versed in how the technology works. But I'm sure that you can read spam messages. They read those spam messages. You know? They read them. They need supply. Remember, they need you more than you ever need them or ever need them. Okay? You don't need them. Yes, you was vulnerable for a time. Yes, you pleaded and begged for them. Yes, you done that. That's okay. That's the good nature in you. You were trying to fix the relationship. They knew you were going to try and fix the relationship. If you done what you done, right? If you just, for example, right? If you was with a genuine person and they didn't want to be in a relationship with you anymore, and you said to them, oh, like, please, can we sort this out? I really want to sort this out. I really want to repair this. I really want to reconcile. I really want to sort this out. I want to sort the problem between us. And they said to you, oh, I'm really not interested. Like, they'll give you some closure. The narcissists know, though, denied you closure, left you dangling, left you desolate, you know. So you had no clue what was going on. They wanted to make you clueless. They wanted to isolate you. They didn't give you any closure whatsoever. That's what made you fall into that desperate nature, right? But all you need to know is they knew you were going to do this. They're not shocked. They're not shocked by your actions. They knew you were going to do this, right? So if you know that they thought that you're going to do this and you go silent now, what do you think they're doing, right? Think about it logically. You reached out for a month, 2 months, whatever, however long you reached out for. And you tried to plead and beg for them back, right? Or try to reconcile and try to communicate with them. You were trying to initiate communication, right? What happens when you stop doing that in their minds? What do they start thinking? They think you're over them. They think, you know, you could send one final thing and tell them you want nothing to do with them if you want to do that. But to be honest, you don't even have to do that, you know? You can do that if you want. People won't advise you to do that. But you can do that. You could call them out on what they are, you know? The moral of the story is you don't need this person as much as they need you. All they've done is convert you to a negative source of supply. Someone who they get negative source of supply from, right? That's all they've converted you to do. Once you was the positive primary source, and they've tried to cut you down and make you a secondary source of supply, someone that's reaching out for them desperately, and they thought you'd always stay like that, right? The moment that you stop behaving in accordance to that way, stop begging, stop pleading, just leave them alone. They've said to you, or they're ignoring you, or they've told you they don't want to talk to you, leave it. It's as simple as that. Leave it. And let time be your friend, right? Let time go on. I heard someone say this to me. Let time be your friend. It's a good saying, so I've used it. Let the time pass, right? You got to understand something about the one who does the dumping versus the dumpee, right? As you progress, so the one who done the discard versus the one who was discarded, right? They discarded you, or they're giving you silent treatment or whatnot, right? At the height of all heights, they feel relieved when they first do this to you. And that's why when you're reaching out desperately or trying to plead with them and beg for them back, they're not reciprocating what you're saying. Narcissists don't reciprocate anyway, but they're not hearing you out. They're not being coherent, right? Because they're at the height of all heights. They feel liberated to be away from you. I'm not trying to trigger you now, but they feel happy to be away from you. All you've got to do is let time pass. And when you're starting to feel better in yourself, right? This is a timeline. So imagine you're on opposite ends of the room and you're slowly walking towards each other, and then you pass each other. Once you pass each other, you're going on with your life and you're healing. They're starting to regret and realize that they messed up. They're in need for your supply. They're looking out for messages from you. They're looking out on your social media. They're still spying on you all the while they're making out they want nothing to do with you. Okay? So the simple thing that you need to do is stop reaching out to them. Right? Call it a day. Call it a day. No more. You've done it. Don't beat yourself up about it. That was the good nature in you. They knew you were good-natured. They knew you were a savior empath. They knew you liked to fix things. They presented problems in the relationship that you would always fix. They done this time and time again. They presented problems in the relationship. Little issues, little problems, little bickering. You know, they presented these issues and you would rush in there and fix it. So they knew when it comes to this circumstance, when they cut you off, or they ignore you, or they stonewall you, or whatever they do to you, and they give you silent treatment, they knew that you're going to try and fix it, right? You haven't surprised anyone. right? You haven't surprised the narcissist, sorry, I should say, not anyone. They might make out to people, oh, look at what so-and-so's doing, they're reaching out to me, they might start smearing you and doing all of that. Yeah, people might be surprised. I know I just said no one will be surprised. The narcissist is not surprised because they know what they're doing beneath the veil. They know what they're doing behind the hidden hand. They know what they're doing behind the scenes. Sorry, that's the best way to put it. They know what they're doing behind the scenes and how they've manipulated you. So other people may be surprised and other people may believe the smear campaign. So be it. Let them believe it. You know the truth. The narcissist knows the truth. They manipulated you. They didn't give you the closure you need. They could have said 2 words to you, 3 words to you, gave you the closure you needed. You would have gone on with your life happy. They denied you closure to make you turn into this, right? Begging and pleading and desperately trying to reconcile. But the difference is now you're watching videos like this and other videos alike. You're awakening. I need to tell you something. This relationship with the narcissist involved in your life is over. They're going to reach out to you, right? You need to make sure it's over. It's in your hands. It's not in their hands. The ball's not in their court. The ball's in your court. The moment you go silent and go and get on with your life, the ball's in your court. They find themselves in a conundrum, in a bit of a pickle, because they've made out they want nothing to do with you, right? They've made out they want nothing to do with you. They've gone on with new suppliers or whatever they've done, all right? Not trying to trigger anyone here, but they've made out they want nothing to do with you. And they don't know how to build the bridge back across to you. They don't know how to do it properly. So you're going to get weird hoovers, bizarre hoovers, you know. You might get the new supplier ringing you. You might get some strange stuff. That's a hoover, you know. If the new supplier rings you or something like that and starts cussing you out down the phone, that's a hoover, you know. That's them initiating that, you know. Anything like that is a hoover. You're going to get something that happens to you. So just go silent, go ghost, right? They've gone quiet. Match their effort. Match what they're doing. Why should you be the one who's putting all this effort in like you've done throughout the whole relationship anyway? All you did is put effort in and they put nothing into it. And it's still after it's ended, you're putting in effort and they're not putting no effort. Screw them, right? Screw them. They're not putting no effort, you know? If someone's making out they don't want to be in your life and you know they do, right? You know they really do, just leave them to it. If someone's even making out they don't want to be in your life and it's true, right, in any circumstance, let them get on with their lives. If someone don't want to be in your life, right, and they're making out, it's their loss, not yours. Anyone that walks out of your life is their loss, not yours. You need to see yourself as the prize. You need to see yourself. You are the table, right? You are the table. They're nothing. They're nothing. You bring everything to the table. You are the table, right? They are nothing, right? So all you need to do is just go silent on them. Get on with your life. Focus on your healing. There's no words that you can say that's going to make them change their mind, especially early on, right? Don't reach out to them anymore. Stop it. Just stop, right? You've done what you've did, right? They knew you were going to do this. They know you well enough to know that you were going to do this. It's okay, right? It's okay. That's all you need to do. And please don't beat yourself up about begging and pleading and reaching out to them, right? You see, when they had you in that position of you pleading and saying, can we sort this out? Let's sit down and talk. Let's talk things through. They're going to wish for that moment again. They're going to regret not having that moment again. And that's what I want to get you at, right? That moment you gave them that chance or that opportunity. If you let time be your friend and you get on with your life, they're going to wish they had that opportunity again. But you're going to be so healed and on with your life that you never give them another chance ever again, right? And for those of you that are given chance and chance and chance, just make this the final chance. Don't let them have another chance now, right? Enough is enough. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Remember, I've got this upcoming Empath group meeting coming up on the 30th at the end of the month. Link is in the description box to get your space in that event. It's going to be a great opportunity. Also, if you want a one-to-one session with myself, the link is also in the description box if you want a more personal touch on that. And if you need crisis email support, the link is also in the description box. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can also find the link in the description box. So just remember, people, just remember, like, they knew you were going to do this, and the best thing you can do now is just go silent and let them go. Let them go. Let it flow. Just let them go. Let them get on with their lives. They're going to regret not having that opportunity with you again. So anyway, if you'd like to hear more about the reason a narcissist left you for the new supply, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.